Alright, let's use some heals. Now we're gonna go to the abandoned mansion, since we have Walgif in the party and we're fully buffed. So let's save the game here. Where is the portal? Here. Right, I wonder what will happen here. We were here before and it was completely empty, but because we have Walgif now, who knows what will happen? Oh, also, did we get anything nice there? No. Oh, Annihilator, 200. Keen. Whenever the wielder of this +5 scythe confirms a critical hit, it deals 4d6 force damage to all enemies in a 15-foot cone area, including the target. Okay. Not that great for me. +1 competence bonus on attack rolls. With a bow. Okay. Nothing too good. Right, abandoned mansion. Oh yeah. Votiel. I knew the spawns of Ygefeles would come to gaze at this inheritance. Pathetic, stupid nobody. Do you think you'll be lucky a second time? Run, little tiefling. Run away and don't stop, and maybe you will survive a little longer, but I'll still find you no matter where you run, and I'll suck your eyes out of their sockets like grapes from their skins. You think I was just lucky, you lizard? I had the chief with me then, and now I don't even need the chief to kick your ass. I came for my inheritance, for my power, and when I get it, we will see who's laughing. I think I went a bit too far there. Do you reckon he'll kill me quickly after that? And the thing I just said about not needing you, I wasn't just saying it, but I didn't mean it. I was just saying it, but I didn't mean it, so don't get any ideas. Why are you so eager to destroy Walsh if he hasn't done anything to you? He and Ygefeles are all guilty before my mistress by virtue of their very birth. Lady Hepsamira, the strongest child of Baphomet, hunts down her unworthy brothers and sisters because she alone should stand before the throne of her father, the Lord of Labyrinths. I will tell you how Ygefeles was killed, you pile of refuse, and then this story will be the last thing that you hear. No one can escape from Mistress Hepsamira. Ygefeles tried at first. He settled down here in Alushinira. He thought that in the lands of Nocticula no one would get him. I found him for my mistress. When he sensed me, he locked himself in his treasure room like a cowardly rat, not wanting to accept his inevitable death. I carved through his henchmen and reached his hiding place. The bones of those who did not have time to flee crunched beneath my feet. I tore down the doors of the treasure room, pretending to myself that I was ripping apart the pathetic coward, but inside I found only a corpse. Oh, my lady was so pleased, but I knew something was wrong. The corpse lay in front of me, but I felt sure that Ygefeles had escaped. I tortured his servants until they revealed the secrets of the moon of the abyss. I made them search every corner, but the moon was gone. How many years I searched for it, and then I found not only his tiefling as well. Lady Hepsamira will reward me when I bring her the horn skull of a defective spawn that dishonors the blood of Baphomet. And she will reward me twice over when I reveal the escape of that scum, Ygefeles. Is Wolgief a descendant of Baphomet himself? Yes, you're telling me I'm related to old Baphomet. How did that happen? Lord Baphomet conceived many demons, many bastard children unworthy of their father. One of them was Ygefeles, who made his way to Golarion. His blood and hence the blood of Baphomet flows in you, Tiefling. Lady Hepsamira will destroy all who defile the purity of his blood. My, it turns out that you are of noble blood. I beg your pardon, my dear sir, but would you be so kind as to remind me how should I address a noble personage from the abyss? Your unholiness, or perhaps your deplorable disgrace? Hold on, so this means that when you were telling me all those tall tales about actually being a prince of faraway land, you were actually telling the truth? Look like it, go figure. I mean, I thought I was lying, but turns out I tripped over the truth without even knowing it. You sure did. I seem to recall you wangling 10 coins out of me, promising to repay me with heaps of gold once you found your family and got your inheritance. Well, it's time to pay up. The thing is, my family is still alive and kicking. Why don't we revisit this topic once we're not under threat of a slow and painful death? Alright, what is this moon of the abyss? Ask the Tiefling if Ygefeles left the moon for him. He should know the answer. Nobody explained nothing to me. I don't even know why it's so important. Why does nobody ever tell me anything? I don't even know who this Ygefeles guy is. My grandpa, my great-grandpa, my uncle? Stupid Tiefling, you don't even know why you're going to die. The demon that caused you to be born will also be the cause of your death. How did you know that Wolgief was coming here? I was informed that the Tiefling I was searching for had set foot in the streets of Alushinira. Where else would he go but to the mansion of his ancestor looking for treasure? The shadow brought me here. The shadow should have known you were here because it always protects me from you. But why? Why didn't it warn me? Could you take the moon of the abyss and leave me or Wolgief alone? I'll take the moon of the abyss, yes, but I'm in no hurry and you're going nowhere. Scourge of the edge of my spike, that's where you belong. Just like your friend and everyone else who decides to intercede on his behalf. I will make a goblet out of your skull and bring it to my mistress. If that counts as leaving you alone, then you will have peace aplenty. Ha ha ha. Right, enough talk. You fool. What's your AC? 36. Is this a joke? Well, you're instantly dead. That can't be true. There has to be something else to this fight. Right, mirror image. Well, that's not gonna help, bro. Just gonna smite you and, I don't know, kill you. Ygefeles. Revenge of Hepsamira and her henchmen. A gigantic demonic shadow separates from Wolgief and menacingly hangs in the air. At times it seems to grow as if the atmosphere of the abyss is feeding it and giving it additional strength. Wolgief, my heir. Grandpa, I mean your honor. I mean, I don't know what to call you. I've never had a grandpa like this before. And I always knew it was your shadow. You're my guardian demon, huh? Well, why not? Always knew I was special, a prince or something. And this is the chief who should get to know each other. Chief, this is my grandpa. Not even a demon, but the shadow of a demon. You're pathetic. But I am alive, and I will outlive everyone who wanted my death. Now that my heir is here, we'll take revenge on all those who have wronged us. Are there many such wrongdoers, Wolgief? Yes, I see, I know, and every wrong has been another step leading you to this moment. You have endured everything. You are worthy of my great power, my grandson. I endured. What is that really? Is that really it? I really did it? I mean, is this how it goes when you want something for a long time and then bam, here it is? Nah, that doesn't happen. There's gotta be something you're not saying, Grams. Grams, look, I don't want to rub you the wrong way, but something's not making sense, right, Chief? Right, what do you want from Waljeef? I want my grandson to accept my power and become a continuation of me. Tell me, Waljeef, do you want to ascend to the top of the world and rule it? If we combine my powers with your resourcefulness, the Abyss will submit to us, and all those who've wronged us will be punished. And there are many such wrongdoers, Waljeef. Yes, I see. I know every wrong has been another step leading you to this moment. You have endured everything. You are worthy of my great power. I'm worthy? Yes, but I didn't even do anything. Listen, Grandpa, I understand you've been holed up in this crystal for a long time, so you probably don't know me well. I just steal here and there, trade a little, and I've never done anything special, you know? Maybe I'm not worthy at all. Maybe you're just wrong. What if later you turn around and say, why did I go and give you that power, you useless idiot? No, I'm not mistaken. I foresaw your birth and I foresaw that you would come here. You are exactly what I need. Waljeef, and no one can replace you. Okay. How did you survive? Thanks to Aroden. I do not know if you remember the times when prophecies were not just heaps of useless words, but I do remember. You see, I'm the son of Baphomet. I don't think you need an explanation of who he is. Baphomet conceived many children, but my sister Hepsamira wanted to be the only one. She marked us for death and hunted us down quite successfully. I did not want to be among her victims. I hid in Alushinira, but I knew it wouldn't last long. In the end, oh yeah, I lost my train of thought there. In the end, I decided to learn my future, forewarned and forearmed. I was able to acquire all the knowledge I needed about my future self after many rituals. I saw a vision of how I would put a crystal like a dark moon into a silver setting. I spent a long time trying to understand this vision, and finally, bit by bit, a prophecy came to me. I realized that I would have to die in order to live again, that the dark crystal must become my refuge and the receptacle of my powers. I must hide my soul in the crystal and wait for my heir to come to the abyss and free me. This crystal is the moon of the abyss, set within a silver mound. I sent it to Golarion for my grandson. Do you see, Waljeef? I anticipated your birth like no one else. Why did Vothiel dislike you so much? Vothiel wanted to curry favors with his mistress and nothing more, but you cannot deny his intelligence. Hepsamira was appeased when she saw my head, but she discovered the truth about the moon of the abyss and almost killed Waljeef. Hepsamira, the stupid cow, just wants to destroy all her brothers and sisters indiscriminately, but Vothiel, in his mind, was constantly seeking ways to please her, and this desire aided his efforts. Well, he died pursuing his dream of greatness. Demons don't give something for nothing. What do you want in return? I've only one condition, and it's a small one. My spirit will enter your body, Waljeef. It will hide within you just as it hid within the crystal, invisible to you and invisible to others. So sort of wanna take over my body. Really, Grandpa? I thought better of you. I'm your grandson, you know. You should treat your grandkids that way. You shouldn't treat your grandkids that way. You take care of, put up with their hijinks and stuff. Not make puppets out of them. Life has taught you to be too cautious. I don't want to take your body, I want to help you. Who were you before you found the moon of the abyss? A pathetic thief from a small town. A coward and a traitor. A boy who was hated by his mother, driven away from everywhere he went. And now look. Vothiel is dead. Look at all the treasures that are rightfully yours, and this is just the beginning. You will become the Prince of the Abyss, my grandson. As for my living within your body, your successor will be my success. Your success will be my success. I will only give you advice as I did in the World Wound, and you will be free to choose whether to listen or not. However, I see that words will not satisfy you. Let me show you what you will gain if you agree. You say I've been driven away from everywhere, but the chief hasn't chased me off yet, so show him too. Since we got into this together, chief, actually it's fine, forget about it. Do what you want. I would say, no, can't accept this. You can't accept this gift. Don't even look at them. You're making a mistake. What a loyal friend you have, Walgif, but maybe the chief just wants to guide you every step of the way. Maybe he is just afraid that you will become too independent. I don't know, Gramps, maybe you're right, but even if the chief mouths off, even if he doesn't do what I like, he's still the best thing that ever happened to me. At least let him take a look. As you wish. Ygefeles begins to grow, his darkness pulsating as it surrounds you until you are completely enveloped and nothing else can be seen. There is only silence, only darkness, and a soothing voice. Close your eyes, I will show you what the world will be like when the dark moon of the abyss rises. As the dark recedes, you realize that you are standing on a deserted street in Canabres. However, to call it standing is an exaggeration. You are this embodied spirit, and though your transparent body, you can see the walls of neighboring houses. Next to you is a slovenly dressed old woman with a swollen face, her lips pursed unkindly. When she opens her mouth, you hear the velvet voice of Ygefeles. Observe, Commander. Grandma, help me. You said I should take the bread from them. Hide me, Gran. Look at you, Walgif. Small, weak, useless. Always blaming others, always holding them responsible for your failures. You're exactly the same as you always have been. A boy who is afraid of the world that he hides behind someone else's back. First your grandmother, then the tieflings, then the commander. Gran, why don't you ever help me? You're all I have, they'll beat me, so hide me, please. You will remain this way forever because you are too cowardly and weak to cope on your own. Only I can free you from this fear. Accept me, accept my power, and destroy your enemies. Come on, do not hesitate. Watch, Commander. Once he gets a taste of this power, you will never be able to sway him again. I'm just gonna say, Walgif, you're not a lonely child anymore. You do not need the powers of a demon. You have the powers of your own, and you have my help. Chief, you're here. Let's wipe the floor with them. Me and you've fought against demons. What can a bunch of bandits do? Exactly. Not much with AC of 11. I'm a paladin. I'm not gonna let him take some demon power or whatever. When the darkness dissipates, you find yourself in a familiar basement, the one belonging to the tieflings. Kersime and the others stand across from you as menacingly as they did before, and next to Walgif is you. Sister Charisma, I wasn't wrong about you after all, Walgif. You are a traitor. I took you into the gang because I heard you were a master lockpicker. I was warned that you were a traitor, but I didn't listen. I took you on, and for what? You've only endangered the family. But I didn't betray you. I only took what belongs to me, right, Chief? It's your fault. I've been treated badly. Maybe if you were nicer, I wouldn't have done it. Ygefeles, don't try any of your past any of your fast talk on them, it's useless. Deep down, you want your chief to appreciate you, and for the tieflings to love you for who you are, so that they could really become your family, since your blood relatives never were. But look at yourself, a coward, a thief, a loudmouth, a street rat, and even a demon spawn. Who would even want to accept you? There is nothing in you worthy of any interest. Take my power wall, Chief, and enchant them. They will praise your name endlessly. You will bask in their adoration. Well, the thing is, like, maybe I just should say nothing and see what he does. Like, what will he do himself? Say nothing. I love myself. That's what it's important. And this, alright, I'll give it a try just for fun. Come on, brothers and sisters, bow to me. Tell me how wonderful I am. You must become our leader. We love you. You are the best of all. He's not a bright cookie, is he? Ygefeles. The darkness dissipates again, like in the last illusion, but this time you see not one wall chief in front of you, but two. The second looks at Hepsamira, who is before him. He looks like an exact copy of himself, but something in him has changed imperceptibly. His presence is cold and there is greatness, like an aura of darkness that vibrates around him. Now look, Commander. See what my power bestows? Imprisoned in the crystal, I felt how he called me, how my magic was changing. I can defeat Hepsamira, even Baphomet himself. With my power, you can easily crush your enemies, and any crusade will seem like a leisurely stroll. Now come and guide my heir to the right path. Is this what I'll become if I accept your gift, Grandpa? I do look pretty good. So we need to decide now. There won't be another chance. Alright. I have to ask the chief last time. What do you reckon, Chief? To win, I need you and all the loyal friends I find alongside, not deals with demons. I don't trust any demon. They all try to lie and deceive me. I'm actually surprised I kept Valexia alive. I should have probably killed her. She'll probably come back and try to kill me. But anyway, we have enough power, bro. Like, you're good as you are. You're a strong character. So I would say, don't bother. What's that, Chief? You can't do without my high quality goods from the best warehouses of the family? You know, life's not bad with you, Chief, although I've already developed a tick in my tail after all these adventures we've been through. And all in all, well, what's left to think about? Hey, Gramps, I've decided. This thing beautiful and expensive, of course, and I'll miss it, but I don't need any suspicious crystals, you know? I'll get rich after this trip and buy myself some ordinary ones. Weak, coward, you give up power, and for what? For human sentimentality? For friendship you never before believed in. All those sweet words have allowed them to poison your mind. Hey, no, Gramps, I've been watching the Chief for a long time. After all, the stuff he's done and said, he's never once lied to me, not ever. He was on my side when nobody else was, and you sat in a medallion and waited for your prophecy to be fulfilled. So you could put me on and wear me around like a little meat vest. Think on it good and hard, Grandpa. Of the two of you, who do you think I would trust? Stupid little rat, I thought better of you. Apparently your horns have finally grown through your brain. I'll have to beat all that nonsense out of you. You will only serve me. Alright, looks like we are for a really... Alright, this is gonna be a serious fight this time. Oh shit. This is not looking good. We need the pets on the flanks. Nanyo is still... Oh no. Nanyo is still a bloody... Oh, that's not great. But Nanyo is still a dog, bro. She can't help. Oh no. This is not good. With 68 AC, we won't be able to do much here. Shit. Maybe we need to kill the main one. .68 AC though. How the fuck am I able to kill it? That's unfortunate. Shouldn't have come here with that dog Nanyo. I forgot she's still a dog! Bro! I forgot she was a dog. At least I've got those mass heals. They are pretty good. Alright, this thing will die. So there's that at least. Okay, well, now we know what's going on here. So, we will just have to come back when Nanyo's not a dog. And do this again. Or maybe we'll come back with Ember and use Evil Eye. Slight change of plans. Well, first of all, I managed to bring Nanyo back to her normal form using actually I didn't use remove curse, I used dispel magic. That helped, but we don't have any. We need more diamond dust or some scrolls to remove negative levels and all these wisdom drains and stuff. So, at the moment, there's no one in the city. I think the only guy who sells them at the flesh markets have already sold me all his scrolls. So, I need some scrolls before going back to this fight. So, I know there is a mage tower hidden here, but to access it, we first need to finish this quest. The art of making friends. So we have to go back to the harem of ardent dreams. We've already been there, but they just told us not to interfere or whatever. So which way was it? This is the way. I'm not really sure if there will be any fights or anything, but I guess we'll just have to find out. Ah, a red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle, life-giving light that shines on Glarion. This light blinds, withers, makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. Shamira the Ardent Dream. And who do we have here? The latest wanderer from another world coming to seek my patronage. So the rumors were true. Arushale, you really are making friends with mortals now. I must admit, I found it hard to believe such a worthy daughter of the Abyss had fallen so low. Well, not that I really care. Alright, I have a few questions. Curse Nocticula's hospitality for bringing these strangers from other planes to my city and my harem. I want to know more about Nocticula. What exactly are you expecting to hear from me beyond what any other residents of Alushinira could tell you? Yes, I am closer to Nocticula than anyone else, but do you really think I'll spill her secrets to you? Our Lady in Shadow doesn't like to be discussed behind her back, and the scope of her realm, the entire Midnight Isles, proves that her anger can be extremely dangerous. She is worshipped on many planes, including Golarion, right? At night, she sometimes comes to insane rapists and murderers and paints in their minds pictures of immorality and horror. Masterpieces of lust and despair. He is the first succubus, the most powerful, the most seductive, the murderer of countless demon lords, and usurper of the Abyss realms. Over the bodies of her victims, she climbed to unbelievable heights, and now she stands far above her loathsome brother, Sokon Benov. Thus, she has proved her victories were gained not just by the means of her power, but also by her great intelligence and willpower. What kind of harem is this? What do you think? Because I'm Shamira, the Ardent Dream, the chosen lover of the great Nocticula. Every time she grows wary of plots and conspiracies, she craves wild passion and warm caresses, she comes here to her harem. Doesn't the word harem mean a group of individuals always ready to copulate with the master or mistress of the harem? The name should actually describe the function of the establishment. For instance, residence of a former angel, intended for copulation between the above-mentioned angel girl and Lady Nocticula, which also performs the function of a city hall. It's funny. I've seen you with Hepsamira at the Flesh Markets. Tell me about her. Hepsamira is an honored guest here in Alushinira. I'm not going to discuss her with every stranger I meet. How did you achieve such a high standing? You don't know my story? This explains why you're not on your knees before me. I was once a celestial being, and my fiery wings carried me from the upper planes to insignificant little worlds like your Golarion. I gifted fantasies and dreams, kindled flames in the wild mind of dreamers, and I loved it. Sometimes these fantasies took shapes too daring and unbridled, or so it seems to me, but I made no effort to stop it. A dream is a bird, not a horse. You can't restrain it, you can only hurt it with your reins. The dreams I showed were becoming more daring, bolder, and with them I changed as well. One day I rejected the limit imposed on me by my masters. In the world I was visiting, a wildfire of dreams broke out. A dream so daring and bold it could come off to fruition only through great atrocities and monstrous immoral deeds. I could have stopped it, but I didn't. I was mesmerized by this great vision. I didn't return to my world, as I would not be accepted. Instead, I descended into the abyss, looking for someone who would truly appreciate me and the dreams that I bestow. Nocticula noticed my flame blazing over the dark waters of the ocean. She came for me and shrouded me in her shadows. That night was very memorable. Since then, I have served her and have been her closest friend and her right hand. Do you really hate Aasimars and kill them brutally? Oh yes, it is an incomparable pleasure to gradually deprive them of everything they once had. First their hope, then their noble appearance, then their innocence, and finally their life. When they scream, renouncing everything they once believed in, their masters, their gods, their heritage, it is music to my ears. Do not for a moment think I am unaware of who stole that batch of young Aasimar women from me, the ones who've been shipped to Dunk in the flesh markets. I'll remember that, Golarion. I came seeking for your patronage. So, what use can you be to me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons serve me. What can you pitiful self offer me that they can't? In truth, there is one thing you can help me with, but the others mustn't know about it. Work for me, and I'll grant you a share of my attention. No doubt you have already heard of Nahindran crystals, object of astonishing power that grant their owner incredible abilities. Everyone in Alushinira knows they exist, but no one knows what they are or where to get them from. No one except for that smug cow Hepsamira. I want you to find out what they are. My advice is to start searching in that pile of refuse known as Lower City. Ask for Ziforian, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he may know something. Now go and don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Take my marks to the ark near my palace. We'll let you in. I don't want you to waste my time waiting while you wind your way back through the streets of my city with valuable information. Okay. I see greed in the eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal, and I sense that more than idle interests lies behind it. We both know Nahindran crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Hepsamira to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet, if you reveal the secrets of the crystals of Shamira, we risk simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon request. Weight each Shamira word of Shamira's words. Remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart and do only what you must, not what she, with all her promises and charms, will try to convince you to do, and be prepared to find a knife in your back at any moment. So you and Hepsamira aren't friends, I take it? Be friends with that miserable cow? Of course not. I am courting her to learn her secrets. But it's a constant struggle not to put her in her place. Baphomet's minions are far too bold here in Alushinira. Tell me about these crystals you're so interested in. You haven't heard of Nahindran crystals? Are all Golarians so stupid and unobservant? They are purple crystals. Possessing them grants immense power. Unfortunately, only high-ranking servants of Baphomet know where to find them or how to use them. They use the crystals to gain tremendous power, and now they strout around Alushinira like they own the place. Where should I look for Ziforian? When I first heard about the crystals, it reminded me of the last days of Ziforian's rule. He was Nocticula's right hand before me. He was plotting a coup, and I was spying on him to turn him into Nocticula and take his position. I remember that he was trying to get his hands on a purple crystal of some kind, and that he eventually succeeded. I didn't pay much attention at the time, but the current situation makes me think perhaps it was Nahindran crystal he was after. If so, Ziforian may know something about them. Where should I look for Ziforian? In the depths, if he's still alive, the gravity of Nocticula's punishment would have dragged him to the very bottom of Alushinira. Dig through the garbage, talk to the vagrants and beggars. You surely don't expect me to do it, do you? Why did you choose me for this mission? I don't care. Everything is clear to me. I have to go. Well, let's go to the lower city and see if we can find someone there. There should be a portal here. Oh yeah, there it is. By a portal, I mean a teleport. By portal, I meant teleport. Okay, so we can start in the tavern, I guess. Yo, I'm looking for Ziforian. Do you know where he is? Maybe I do, and maybe I don't. It's not my place to gossip with customers. I'm an innkeeper, not a spy, so buy yourself something to drink and stop wasting my time. I've got a special liquor you should try. A true rarity. 100,000 gold? No deal. $100,000. I'm not buying that. I think there are beggars where Battle Breeze Arena is or something like that. Let's go there and check if you can talk to someone. There's one here. Maybe I should save the game as well. Who are you? A beggar screwed over by fate. Can you see for yourself? Tell me what you need or piss off. How can I find Zilforian? Who's that? Never heard of anyone by that name. And if anyone has heard of him, they won't be telling you anyway. You might find a beggar in the lower city who would be willing to chat with you, but before you find him, you will have worn through those nice boots of yours. That's one good pair of boots. It would be a shame if you ruined them. How about you give me them to me instead? Maybe a small donation would jog your memory. Better be on your way now. I don't need money and no shady deals with you. I don't want to know who you're looking for. Yeah, get lost. Look for this Zof Zaf. For that freak you're looking for somewhere else. If you want him that bad, ask around. Maybe someone saw him. But maybe leave me alone. But leave me alone. Can't beg with you hanging around. Okay. Any other beggars? Here's one more here. It just says piss off. It just says piss off. There's more here. Oh. There's one more here. No. Let's try on this side. What about you? Maybe you? Ah, look at this stupid Golarian strutting around, pestering everyone with his stupid questions. Can't even beg for alms in peace. What do you want? Are you doing this for laughs? There is not a beggar in the lower city you haven't harassed. What was it you wanted to know again? Come on, ask away and piss off. Who are you? A dog of war, mutilated and deprived of everything. I had by the cruel man of Crusaders. Care to spare a coin? You don't seem to be too willing to share any information. Over. Have you heard of Ygefeles? Maybe there was a fellow with such a name. Or maybe there wasn't. I don't know, and the others don't know either. That's your problem. What's your problem with us? Go ask around in the middle city. You can't even search for him in Shamira's dark hall. For all I care, just leave us alone. Do you know where I can find Ygefeles? I don't know, and no one else knows either. Just leave us alone. Go ask the man in charge. Maybe he knows where Ygefeles of yours is. If he doesn't, then no one does. As soon as you see our gang starts asking around, our boss never walks by himself. He always has a crowd with him. Right, so there is a gang. Find the leader of the beggars. Fine. Are you the leader of the beggars? Doesn't look like you are. Huh. Alright, well, let me fast forward to the moment where I found the leader of the beggars. Alright, I think I know where the leader is now. Somewhere here, I guess. Is that you? The dead eyes of the beggar watch you closely. They hold out their hands and repeat with well-practiced enthusiasm. Spare a coin, stranger. Be careful with them. These beggars are different from the ones on Golarion. They were rejected even by the Society of the Abyss. Just imagine what type of person you must be if even demons don't want to deal with you. They are not as helpless as they may seem, as their leader is untouchable. They say even the lady in shadow sometimes seeks his counsel. And some say that it is Alushinira herself who has assumed the form of an ordinary demon in order to communicate with those who inhabit her. Okay, I can do this diplomacy check. Who among you wishes to earn some gold? Whoever takes me to this Ygefeles will be richly rewarded. Fail? I rolled a 1, didn't I? Yep. Think we're stupid? You'll make sure we get rich, will you? The moment you get what you want, you will kick us back into the gutter. You'd better leave this place, stranger. We're not that easily tricked. Alright, let's try this perception check now. Does anyone know Ygefeles? Success. We rolled 14. Some of the beggars seem to prick up their ears at your words. Noticing that you are looking directly at them, they reluctantly stand. Okay, now we have knowledge world, athletics, or perception. Try to figure out who is in charge of this unruly lot. Fail. Alright, athletics. Grab the nearest beggar and shake him until his teeth rattle. Answer me now. Does anyone here know Ygefeles? Fail. Study the reactions of the beggars' faces. Ah, fine. That's lucky. One of the beggars draws your attention. Despite the pitiful rags covering his scabbed body, he holds himself of a little more erect than the others, and a dirty but obviously expensive ring sparkles on his hand. Oh no, it gets worse. Right, let's do this trickery. Shake the beggar's hand and steal his ring. I can tell you're in charge here, and if you want your ring back, tell me where I can find Ziforian. That ring is a sign of my superiority. It gives me authority and as the vice regent of the cruel fate and the shepherd of these poor creatures, I beg you to return it to me before they tear me apart, and I'll tell you everything you want to know. A filthy pile of garbage, once named Ziforian, begs at the entrance to the battle breeze, the gladiator arena. That's where you'll find him. Okay, thanks for that. So now we need to go back to Battle Bliss. It has to be this guy here, right? He looks different as well. Save the game. Ah, it is him, Ziforian. So, you're looking for Ziforian. He's long dead, but that doesn't seem to be stopping you. Well, so what do you want with a dead man? Ziforian, the master of lies and trickery, I remember fighting him. What do you know about Nahindrian crystals? There is a tale told in Alushinira, a tale about crystals that grant immense power. But what exactly are they, and from where do they draw this power? No one seems to know. No one seems to know. I've seen something like it only once before, and I found the first crystal on the Isle of Vasglar, and it seemed useless to me. It contained a great deal of power, but it was of no use whatsoever. I meant to give it to my patron, as he would have found a way to use it, but I never had the chance. Some feeble mortal mage managed to steal the crystal from me. He locked himself in a tower, examined the crystal, studied it, and managed to find some use for it. But he was under Nocticula's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down. I bet you're thinking I'm just going to tell you the name you seek, and then you can rush off to have a chat with that mage. Not a chance. The mage wasn't a demon. He was a mortal who served Nocticula's arcane needs back in the day. Kicked the bucket a long time ago. And that's left of him is the something of value. All that's left of him is the tower in the upper city. I'm really bad at reading. Locked and protected by magic, many tried to get inside in the hopes of stealing something of value, but their remains rotted long ago. No use talking about them now. But you're curious now. You would like to have a poke around in that tower, wouldn't you? Perhaps you could find something of use in there, yes? Take it while I'm still feeling generous. This will open the way into the tower. When I ruled Alushinira, I made sure I had a key for every hideout and tucked away nook in the city. You never know when they may come in handy. Here, take this and get lost. No one will throw at me a coin with you hanging about. Perception. Take a closer look at this surprisingly selfless demon. Success. Something spiteful and vicious lurks in the depth of this beggar's eyes. He looks like a predator waiting in ambush, or rather a scavenger waiting impatiently for his prey agony to finally end so he can enjoy his meal. Whatever his motives, this demon obviously does not wish you well, and is already counting down 10 minutes to your imminent demise. I remember, I've heard of this place. It's a tower supposedly filled with treasure left there, and the depth of ancient magic. But no one could prove that there is any truth to these rumors, because not one of the daring adventurers who managed to get in ever returned. The place is a death trap. Zilforian is probably just toying with us. He's pretending to be helpful only to send us to certain death. Ah. You're lying to me. You're trying to lure me into a trap. You'll probably die there, or maybe you won't. And you'll find out what Shamira wants. It was Shamira who sent you, right? She was the one who turned me in to Nocticula back in the day, and now she wants to topple her mistress and take her place, just as I once tried to. That's why she wants those crappy crystals so much. So be it, I say. Whoever loses this fight, I'll be the winner, and I'll savor the outcome. You, Shamira, Nocticula, may you all drop dead, tear out each other's throats, and strange each other with your own intense sins. You are all scum, and I'll piss on your corpses as they float by an ocean of your blood. Right, well. Share your knowledge with me? Not really, but just in case. Oh, how I love arrogant fools. Did you really think that just because Nocticula managed to beat me, some Golarian dimwit would be able to do it? Well, then bring it on. Well, I'll bring it on. What's your AC? Bro. Well, thanks for the key, but you should have been a bit nicer to me. So I know where this mage tower is, and this is where we should find scrolls, I think, or at least components for spells. I think it's here. Yep. To the mage's tower. Okay, well. I'm sure this is gonna be tough. Well, they said it was a death trap. The inscription is written in archaic elven script. You recognize the words, "Stranger's home, I see you," and "I implore Callistra." It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it has lost its power over the years. The wreckage of what was once a magical golem, judging by the many dents of its remains, it was destroyed in a fierce fight. The corpse of a demon who was not smart enough to avoid a magical trap. Well, we were not smart enough to avoid a trap either. Oh, I hate blade barrier. Carry on. He won't stop me. Second floor. Is anybody here? Everybody here. We're failing all the checks. Okay. These guys are weak. Found a trap. How do we disarm this trap? The wreckage of what was once a magical golem. Okay. Where do we disarm this trap? Whoops. Okay, I'll take that. This inscription once contained a spell of warning. When an intruder appeared, it would let out a chilling howl to raise the alarm. Fortunately, the enhancement has worn off with the passage of time, so your ears have been spared. Okay, one more trap here. Okay, another remaining golem remains. Fuck, another blade barrier, that's a problem. Well, I think we have delay poison, so this one luckily didn't do much. Oh no, 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 no. Oops. Alright, I'll have to load the game now. I'll have to load the game. I have no way of resing him, do I? Alright, well, be right back. Okay, back where we finished. Let's go and do this first. Hopefully no one dies to the traps this time. Okay. There are traps in here. That's for sure. Oh my god. Oh great, there was one more here that we didn't even see. Wait. Wait. Come on. Use this thing. Cool. This looks like a lift to another level. Upstairs. Okay, let's save it here. Brilliant, more traps. Really? There's some door here. Let's leave the door for later. So it's Arcana check rather. Though this magic trap is now old and dysfunctional, after centuries of disuse, it would once have irreversibly blinded any thief who gazed upon it. And some loot. Cool. Check it out. This headband of wisdom +6 allows its wearer to declare perfect strike 5 more times per. Okay, so that's for Lan. I think he's also wearing something very similar already. Within the pedestal, a faint purple glow emanates from a crystal-shaped hole. Its edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting that whatever it contained has been forcibly removed. Yet another trap. Anything else in here? Oh, another chest. A dagger. Lethal conductor, 7 to 15 damage. Enhancement +5. Shock enhancement +5. Finesse wielding. That's much better than what we have. Enhancement +3. Okay, cool. More loot. Oh, we can rest here. That's nice. I'm not gonna do it right now. Let's go back to where the door was and see what we can do with it. Save the game again. And... okay, it's locked. Let's do this knowledge check. You see spells enshrouding both the door and the bell. Judging by the nature of the spells, they belong to the Conjuration School. Alright, let's ring the bell. I know you. That's the storyteller guy. I've seen you before, pretty sure. Unless it's someone who looks like him. No, it is him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sounds of that breathing. Secker, is that you? Thank the gods. It is you. Where are we? And if you don't mind me asking, what brought you here? I mean, now I don't really trust him now. How did you get here? A good question, judging by the demon's speech I hear. We are in the abyss, correct? Then I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was not likely activated by you. This portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me here from wherever I may have been. I hope it will send me back the same way. You are unlikely to have charmed it this way. If you had, you wouldn't be so surprised by my appearance. This means the spell was cast in the past, in my past, the one I'm looking for. I have to admit, this finding is quite intriguing and perplexing. This place where we are, it's a tower, isn't it? Yes, I'm right, it's a tower. Why did you need this portal? In my forgotten past, I must have done something that required regular visits to the Abyss, or regular visits from the Abyss to Golarion. Such a portal is quite a convenient means of transportation, and it is also well secured against uninvited visitors. Okay, I came here for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. I can't say I remember. I feel something familiar. Sharp edges, deep purple hue, great power inside with which I bound and subdued. Forgive me, I can't remember anything else. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something else in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from mines or maybe from the bottom of the sea? I sense the power we are looking for. My hands have touched it in the past. In the past, I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can set this little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you are near the crystal, the compass will let you know. And he gave us the compass. Okay, good. This tower looks like the one where you almost got eaten by the dragon. Maybe it used to be your home too. If I could see this tower, I could be more specific, but I can say for sure that this is not the first time I have stood on these stones. Is there a door behind me in a stone arc? The wood is decorated with elven lettering. There is a bell with a pull next to it. The pull is made of leather. No, silk. Am I right? What do you think of Galfrey ordering me to go to the abyss? I'm not a politician or a military leader, but I've seen all sorts of my life. That's why I have some experience and know different stories. The story I'm watching now, it did not strike a chord with everyone. There are many in Dresden who are saddened by your departure for the abyss. There are even some among them who say, though in a whisper, that Galfrey was envious of her commander's glory and was in a hurry to be rid of him. But most do not think this. The majority praises the queen and expects her to lead them to new victories over the demons. It is quite possible that she will succeed. Right now, as far as I know, Galfrey is actively preparing for an advance to the west into the heart of the World Wound. The sense of recognition is truly astounding. I definitely used to live here, and if there are no other claimants, I'm ready to become the owner of this tower again. Be my guest anytime. Okay. Well, before we ask him another question, let's save the game, because I'm paranoid that something will happen. I suspect it's difficult for you to carry out your mission surrounded by enemies. I would like to help. Unfortunately, I will not be able to bring your allies or reinforcements through this portal. Supplies, however, when I return to Golarion, I will buy some travel necessities. If you need anything, just ring this bell and I will deliver them to you. Let's continue the conversation. Do you know what I miss the most in the Abyss? My prestige planner spent the night here. Okay, I found a page that may interest you. Yes, you are right, another page. And one more. And one more. It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. Okay, so now I think I've given him all the pages, so now he's saying, it's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the ivory labyrinth, her gaze piercing through all my protective spells, as if they had been cast by an untrained apprentice rather than the last archmage of Kyonin. She is powerful and insidious. She is the perfect assassin. Her name is Nocticula. She invited me to Alushinira, the city of demons in the depths of the abyss. The capital of the Midnight Isles, the Lady in Shadow highly values my ability to remain unnoticed. Kneeling before her throne, I listened to her praise and felt like a child being given a pat on the head for doing some simple chores for the first time. But this is no longer important. Now I serve a demon lord, for this is our agreement. She will help me decrypt the scribbles I copied in the ivory labyrinth. In return, I will serve her as her court mage and spy for the next 17 years. Now Alushinira is my home and Nocticula is my lady in shadow. Okay, I definitely don't trust him now. He used to work for Nocticula. The tower in Alushinira's upper city is your home. Yes, my citadel, the only place where I can be sure demons won't attack me. I tried to make it look like my home left on Golarion. Tell me about your life in Alushinira. Of all places in the Abyss, Alushinira is the most civilized. My lady wants to make her capital the face of the Abyss, a place travelers from the other planes can visit without too much fear. I don't care, I am here only to complete my service, get the promised reward and return to Golarion. However, strange as it may be, Alushinira's demons treat me honorably. They hate me, sometimes growl at me, but they never attack me. I prepared many spells, and I'm ready to use them at any moment, but I've had no reason yet. I have my own tower in the upper city, not far from my lady's palace. I've strengthened it with protective spells and set golems to guard it. I created a portal to Golarion at the top of the tower, one which only I can use. It will be my escape route if I need to flee urgently. I expect an attack every day, but it never happens. This might sound ridiculous and surprising, but I think the demons of Alushinira respect me. You trusted the demon lord? My lady in shadow has no reason to hide the truth from me. She does not care about my research. She offered me help out of curiosity. I am something of a bizarre pet to her, both funny and useful. She offered me help and I agreed. I must thank my lady for her generosity. 17 years of service for translating 17 phrases of Baphomet's Labyrinth, a bargain. I can't smell anything but sewage. I can hear some demons' snores or death rattles, hidden by a cocoon of spells. I keep invisible, watch in a dirty alley in Alushinira's lower city. Two winged shadows sweeps past overhead, and a terrible stone-splitting shriek rolls like a tide through the streets. But it can't hurt me. I know the ways of this city and have protected myself from Valexia's wild antics. My voluntary partner, a young half-elf named Kini, sighs loudly and says yet again, "They are not coming." I shrug just as I have done every time before. "I'm not keeping you." Kini frowns and turns away in response. I sneak a look at my friend. His unruly locks fall over his face. Kini carelessly sweeps them out of his eyes, thinking about something. I find myself enjoying his gentle movements and look away, embarrassed. Have a little more patience, my friend. Soon our goal will be here, I'm sure of it. You mentioned Valexia, tell me about her. The mothers of succubus, of all those born in the abyss. Even my lady in shadow can't but smile upon hearing of the latest mayhem she stirred up just for fun, surrounding by her three succubi friends known as the Sinners. She flies naked over the city, crushing buildings with her raging screams, grabbing poor passerbys, taking them up in the air and dashing them down onto the rocks, getting into raging fights with no rhyme or reason. Truly, Valexia is the bane of the Alushinira, but also its wild heart. I didn't expect to find out you had a partner. I didn't expect it either. Kini is from Golarion just as I am. He is a thief and a former slave. He escaped from the Cyclopes of the Dying Empire. I met him before I left Golarion for the Abyss, in my older tower. A thief who sought not my life but shelter, a place to spend the night and protection from his former masters. My charms worked. Kini couldn't get past the grounds, floor or tower. That's where I found him, sitting on the floor entangled in my trap-living vines. I freed the hapless thief. I wasn't angry at his intrusion. I was even glad to talk this restless youth of the short-lived folk. I had no idea how much I had missed companionship after that. Kini often spent the night in my tower, partaking of my hospitality. Together we lived through the terror of Earthfall, and when the time came, I took him with me to the Abyss. Recently he has even helped me carry out some of my lady's tasks. Those that give him the opportunity to make some money. Okay, does your partner know about your goal to save Golarion? Yes, we've discussed my plans many times. Sitting at the top of the tower, nursing goblets of warmed wine. Kini shares my love for our dear Golarion and supports my desire to save his doomed civilizations. My friend is not like me at all. He is young, hot-tempered and mischievous. He prefers to act first and deal with the consequences later. Perhaps that is why we get along so well. Opposites attract. Finally, my patience is rewarded. I see a slouching demon in rags, so pathetic that even the demon guards of Alushinira would not lay a hand on him out of disgust. But my spell-enhanced vision can't be fooled. I see the incubus Ziforian, the ruler of Alushinira, who answers only to the lady in shadow herself. Passing a step away from me, Ziforian stumbles and falls into a puddle of sewage, rousing disdainful chuckles from the few witnesses. But I won't be fooled by this game. Instead, I concentrate, becoming even more focused. My lord, I've discovered this crystal of unknown power on one of the Midnight Isles. Have a look. A hand holding a heart-sized crystal burning with purple flame emerges from under the rags. The incubus's hand is shaking, the skin of his palm slightly smoldering from touching the crystal. The demon's reflection in the puddle of sewage ripples and changes. I don't hear Ziforian talking to his mysterious lord. The incubus hides the purple crystal back under the rags. As you wish, my lord. No, Nocticula knows nothing about the crystals. I'm sure, of course, Lord Sokothebon, whatever. I wince. I have no desire to stand in the way of a demon lord. I turn around. You see, Kini, we were able to get evidence of Ziforian's treason. I was right, but my friend is nowhere to be seen. Who is Sokothbenoth? A disgusting demon lord, champion of meanness, debauchery, perversions, and breaker of taboos. He is Nocticula's brother and former lover. Out of jealousy, he tried in vain to kill my lady, but he remained alive after the attempt. He is driven by fear, shame, and hatred toward his powerful sister. It was an Ahindran crystal. You are right, this is probably one of the first crystals discovered by demons, if not the first one. I'm glad it took demons so long to discover the crystal's true properties, otherwise the invasion of by the abyss could have happened much earlier. Please continue. I'm standing at the top of my tower. There is a goblet of warmed wine in my hand. Nocticula was pleased with my raid. No, oh no, she won't kill Zilforian on the spot. My lady punishment are much more sophisticated. Banishing the motion, even transformation into the pathetic creature the incubus was masquerading as. Nocticula has a lot of choices. I don't care, I've done my part. I sip from my goblet and turn to my friend. Without saying a word, Kinney takes out a rag from under his shirt and shows me the purple crystal wrapped in it. I chuckle. That's where my friend went at the end of the raid. Well, we are going to keep the crystal. I will study its properties in detail and find out if it will help us achieve our goal. Nocticula doesn't have to know that I have the crystal now. Let her look to Zilforian or her demon lord brother for it. I drink from the goblet again and look down. Alushinira lies at the bottom of the tower like a faithful dog at the feet of its master. I earned respect here. Even the lady in shadow heeds my words. I feel a treacherous smile appear on my lips. Of course, when 17 years have passed, I will return to Golarion, but for now I like my life here. I served the Demon Lord, and what's more, I liked it. I did not expect this from myself. I was completely different. Different thoughts, desires, motives. What made me change so much? I don't know. Tell me about your work in Alushinira. It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the Ivory Labyrinth, her gaze piercing through all my protective spells. Oh yeah, alright, we've already heard that. Alright, please continue. Yeah, we've heard that as well. Yeah, okay. Thank you for your stories, okay. I miss my Prestige Painter Golem. The Golem, how surprising. Well, I can help you with that. No living creature other than me can pass through this portal, but the Golem isn't alive. Please allow me to bring your Prestige Painter here. Okay, another page. I think that's all the pages that we have. Right, so we can rest here. We can also, by the looks of it, buy stuff from him. So I'm gonna save the game here. Where are you? And he should have scrolls. He should have some scrolls that we need. Oh yes, he's got greater restoration, 5 of them, so I'll buy all 5. And normal restoration, yeah, give me that. What about some... Oh, he's got diamond dust, bro. Yes, and he's got diamonds too. How many diamonds do I have? Pum pum pum. I have no dust. Looks like I've got 0 diamonds left. No? Or yes, wait, I can't see any. I don't think I have any diamonds. Yeah, I've got 0. Okay, I'll buy 1 more then. 3, actually 4. Okay, that's pretty good. What's Holly? What does this do? Let's keep that for now. Anyway. Well, if he's got diamond dust and crap, maybe I don't need that many scrolls, you know. Okay, let's do that. Okay, well, I'm gonna save it here. We're gonna rest. And I guess what's left to do is checking the bottom of the tower. I think he said there is something to check here, so we're gonna do that after resting, I guess, and removing these negative levels and all these debuffs. So I'll be back when I've rested. So we spent the night in the tower, but apparently what we're looking for is not here, it's in the Nexus. However, before we go to the Nexus, there are some other things that we can do with the storyteller. So I can say to him, please examine the items I'm carrying. Perhaps some of them could tell you as a story. And then he says, let me touch them and I'll tell you what I can see. So I gave him a ring fragment, and he says, what a powerful item. The ring was created by an inquisitive and free mind. As a rule, such people either become geniuses and creators of a new era, or meet tragic ends. What was the fate of the creator of this object? We can find out together. Give me 4 vials of magic essence, 2 bars of cold iron, and I will reforge this ring. I sense the souls of the 2 who were bound to this relic. One was an animal, the other a man. But neither was the master of the other. They were brothers, a most intriguing tale. Do you want to hear it? If you bring me 1 vial of magic essence, 4 bars of cold iron, and 2 vials of demon blood, I can revive this relic and see into its past. I sense power. This item belonged to someone truly powerful. It was created as a gift. It's so hazy. I would like to learn this story, but I would take much to revive such a mighty relic. So now we gave him some old cloak. If you can get 5 vials of... Okay, so the ingredients again. Shall we? Okay, so we have broken buckle. Restore this relic for me. So that's the first one. Then we have a strange vision comes to you. It's obvious you can see event that happened. Okay, so I had a vision after touching the relic. How strange, how remarkable. You are a remarkable mortal. No one has ever shared my visions before. What do you think caused it? Perhaps things have something to do with your destiny, or fate, or someone related to you. I don't have an answer. Okay. Now this one. The ring fragment. A remarkable object. This was created by with spellcaster to summon beings from other planes. Okay, what about this one? The gauntlets. Done. Cool. This relic is called Stern Hand. And the last one, the piece of cloak. Done. Cool. We'll check out these items in a sec. But we can also show him Finnen. So, hello Grandpa Elf. Hello Finnen. I am coming to again. How long have I been here? They kept me in a cage for 3 days. I know this because 3 times the light under the door disappeared for a long time. Then they chained me to the table, and the bladesmith, everyone calls him bladesmith. He placed a device with a jar over me. It feels like I'm being fried. At first I tried to break free, but I got tired, and then I screamed, but now I've lost my voice. Though the pain is burning right through me, I think I lost consciousness again, but when I woke up, the pain was gone and I wasn't tied to the table anymore. I was standing near it, and someone else was lying on the table, a burnt corpse covered with a black crust. The master took out handsaw and was sawing off his head in a very focused way. I should have run back. Then I couldn't for some reason. This burned corpse had a symbol on his belt, just like I do, an eye and a star. My favorite belt, a good one. Where would a stranger get one? It must have been someone from my clan, some distant family member. Those crusaders, I was glad when I saw them. I thought they would come to help, but how? How was it that killed them all? How was it that killed them all? Someone told me to and I obeyed. I don't understand. I understand nothing now. I need to catch my breath. I need all this to stop, even just for a minute. I just have to understand what's happening to me, just to need to rest. That is Finn's past, but what awaits him in future? The dead have no future, but I see an endless ocean on a good day and a boat flying over the waves. I am so excited, but I don't know whose vision this is. Is this a soul existing here and now, or a soul reborn? Thank you for your story. Please take care of this young lad. He is finally in the right hands. Do not worsen his suffering by involving him in dishonorable deeds. Come on, Grandpa Elf. I can take care of myself. I'm not a kid. I don't know what horrors you were talking about, but don't worry about it, alright? Look after yourself. Okay, let's check out these items he gave me then. So, we received this ring of summoning. Okay, this ring grants the wearer an ability to summon either axiomites or soul eaters, randomly selected once per day, as if they were summoned by a summoning monster's 8 spell. Wow, caster level 15, DC 22. All allies, including the wearer, with 30 feet, gain a +2 bonus to weapon damage rolls and +2 bonus saving throws against attacks made or effects created by chaotic creatures. That is pretty damn powerful. This is very strong. Then we have this cloak. When an angel wears this cloak, his Sword of Heaven ability deals an additional 4 dice of damage, or heal an additional 4 dice of damage instead of 2. It's not that great. I mean, it's not that great really. The Sword of Heaven is very. I know you can upgrade it, but it only lasts for 1 round, I think, for a minute or something. So, not that good. The Stern Hand. These spike gauntlets grant the wearer's animal companion, as well as Azat's dragon or leech skeleton's gem, as +6 bonus to strength ability score. At the beginning of the battle, the creature must pass a will saving throw or start attacking party members. If the initial saving throw is failed, the creature can make new saving throws each round to stop the effect. Okay. Right. So that would be Soul Seal or Sela, I think. For these. Cool. What else did we get? Is that all? 1, 2, 3. I thought there were 4 items, but maybe I'm wrong. The Bound of Possibility. The Stern Hand. Ring of Summoning. Oh yeah, and this. This symbol of Iomade, when placed on the belt, emits a holy aura. All party members in a 30-foot area get a +2 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Their weapons become good aligned and count as if they were made of cold iron. That's also okay. But is this as good as my belts? I don't think so. Where is this thing anyway? It's here, okay. Yeah, I'll need to think about it. Well, let's go to the Nexus now. That's what we need to do. Back to the Nexus. And this is where we're gonna find the Nahindrian crystal, I believe. I think that's what it says here, right? Yeah, some kind of a mine. So there is a mine where the Nexus is. Oh, this trap again. Yeah, we just passed through. Passed through. Like it was nothing. Now we need to go to one of the portals. Hopefully we won't get attacked or anything like that. Okay, Nexus. Yeah, the art of making friends. So it will be there somewhere. So let's go to the caves. The storyteller compass starts to vibrate. The crystal should be somewhere nearby. Yeah. Here? Possibly. Also, let's already prepare our party for the next encounter. Let's take 2 casters this time. We may need both for the fight with Ygefeles or whatever the name of that demon was. Maybe I shouldn't take Sela with me. She's not doing much in that fight, to be fair. Ah, uncovered the camouflage tunnel. Well, these things look like Nahindrian crystals. What's that belt then? +6 constitution, +2 bonus on fortitude saving throws, and +1 insight bonus to AC against evil creatures and effects. Pretty good. There it is, Nahindrian crystal. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, low AC. If we're all stunned. Leave me alone. Oh, it just killed Fluffy. Wow. That is annoying. At least they're attacking Sela. Killed Ember. Maybe we can res Ember now. Can we? Come on. Oh, I'm not wasting a diamond on that. Right, I'm back with all the buffs this time, so let's hope that works. Wait, did I get the item? Yes, okay. Now we're stunned, but with the buffs, we are way stronger. Way stronger. So these things die fairly quickly. Will there be more? I'm sure there will be, right? Oh, of course. One here as well. Stuns are so annoying. Whoa. Get out. Even if it gets last stand out of me, that's fine. Don't really care, I'm gonna rest. Okay, this is good. I mean, again, it's fine. More? But what happened to Fluffy? It died. Fluffy died. So we have the crystal now. So we have to give it back to Storyteller. So I'm just gonna go and rest. And then we're gonna go and talk to him with the give him the crystal. We've rested. We are rested. And we have the Nahindran crystal now. There it is. A purple crystal, unprocessed and unusually durable. So we'll go back to the Storyteller now. And give him the crystal. After that we'll go and try to beat Ygefeles or whatever his name was in this quest, Dark Moon Rising. So our party needs to be Wolgiv, Sela. Let's take 2 casters for Ygefeles, maybe 1 healer. This should be fine. Hopefully. Alright, so we need to go back here. Oh. My head started spinning. Made me dizzy, that floating scenery there. Anyway. To the tower. Is this trap gone now? Yes. Good. Also, what is this formation? It ain't good. That's better. This room. There he is. Okay, take this crystal. What do you see? My wings take me higher and higher, stirring storms, but even they cannot disperse the ball of darkness hanging in front of me. Stupid little maggot, you think you can fly as high as me? My cheeky opponent does not answer, and the wound under my heart continues to gush streams of blood, tainting the feathers of the black boat and dripping into the dark waters of Ishtar. There is something wrong with this wound. My strength is dwindling too quickly. This means there is no time to waste. I'll grab her, scrunch her up, cut her with my claws, and throw her to the very bottom of the abyss. Quickly changing the direction of my flight, I rush forward and hit the center of the dark cloud. Well, where are you? My chest is thrust forward. Ready to take any blow, and my claws are cutting through the air, but she is not here. She deceived me. The dark cloud was a fake. Where are you? Her triumphant laughter echoes over the black ocean, so insulting, so insolent, and impetuous. Someone catch that loud laughter, choke it. Succeeded at wheel check. Okay, your mind is confused, adrenaline pounds in your veins. By force of will, you manage to overcome this madness and concentrate on the storyteller's screeching voice. Who are you? You don't know me? I am a demon lord Alinthia, lady of harpies, sweet voice mistress and seductive peril. My wings can embrace a mountain, and all in the abyss know my name. Who are you fighting? That pathetic upstart Nocticula. She attacked without warning and wounded me, and now she is hiding in her shadows, thinking she can get away from me. You pathetic leathery wings can't compare with mine. What are you fighting for? For power, for might, for superiority, for the right to fly over these endless waters, for the right to seduce the unlucky ones of our choosing. One of us will perish, the other will rise and get everything the loser owns, and I will be the one to triumph. How will you fight to the end? She will win, overpower me, weaken my spirit, and my body will drop into waters of Ishtar. From now on I am blood. I set and thicken. I grow firmer. Stronger I crystallize, I gain edges, power lies dormant in me, and I lie dormant in the dark. Another wheel check. A dark heavy stone slab seems to fall on your back, but this is not enough to break you. Okay, where are you? I'm lying in the ground, in the depths of my paths are laid. I am asleep, waiting for greedy hands to touch me, gather me up, take my power for their own. We passed this knowledge check. Are you the island of Alinthia? The one Alushinira is built on? Yes, my body became stone, my flesh turned to firmament, and the power hidden in it made it expand and swell. I am the island and everything hidden within it. Religion check passed. I thought the souls of demon lords went to the rift of repose after death. Yes, but not me, the one I used to be. She was supposed to go to a secret place, but someone stopped her, locked her in this body. She didn't want those who fell at her hand to return. She found a way to lock their power in their remains, and the power is still there. What will happen to you next? You will take me out. Your hands will take me out of the cavern. This is where the road to the past, the one open to me, ends. It leads to this very moment, but I see something else. The future, a possible future. It hurts. The crystal is so huge. She is implanting it, sewing it into living flesh. my flesh, and it oozes power, soaking my flesh and blood, flowing in my veins. I am rage, I am agony, I am violence made flesh. Another will check. Overcoming the scarlet rage, seizing your mind, you get through the stream of insults and mangled words flying from the storyteller's lips. Who are you, and whom do you serve? I am a humble demon whose old name doesn't matter. From now on, everyone will call me the Horned Horror. Lady Hepsamira will lead me into battle where I will crush her enemies. No, I will destroy them with my horrifying grunting that will rip their pathetic flesh from their meager carcasses. Who is implanting the crystal into you? Mutasafen, that cunning one with snake eyes, one of the fosterlings of the upstart Arilu. My mistress Hepsamira ordered him to do it. She has many such crystals. I am not the first or last to have had this done to them. Mutasafen is a weak and mortal spawn, but even he improves with practice. You see, I am alive, unlike the pathetic unfortunates who went first. Perception check. Listen to storyteller's voice. Try understand why it's trembling. Success. You feel the thirst for blood, the heat that pulses through a warrior before an imminent fight. The pride swelling with the demon that is speaking through the storyteller. Okay. What fight awaits you? We are going to find Nocticula. That winged upstart has been troubling our Lord Baphomet for too long. Time to remove her from the board. How do you expect to defeat Nocticula in her domain? We have followers in Alushinira. They will strike from the inside, cripple her, drain her blood, and then our army will bring down all its might given to us by the miraculous crystals, and Nocticula and her pathetic servants will fall. Enough. His vision fades. What a horrible vision. I am completely exhausted. I never expected to touch the memories of a fallen demon lord who had never found peace in the Rift of Repose. I shared the vision with you again, like when you brought me to the stone chisel in Canabres. Strange. Could it be that those two objects are connected to each other, to you? So the crystals are demon blood. Yes, hardened blood in which the spiritual power of the perished demon lord is sealed. In this case, the power of Alinthia, who was killed in battle and locked in her own remains in this unusual way. So this city is built on Alinthia's corpse. In a manner of speaking, yes. After the spiritual power, Alinthia did not go to the Rift of Repose. Nocticula began to transform her dead body, forcing it to expand and assume a more solid static form. I can only guess what a nightmare this imprisonment was for Alinthia's spiritual essence. How can this stone grant powers? I suppose that it happens as a result of some merging process, after which the unspent power of a demon lord will literally flow into the body of the one who uses the stone. What is the Rift of Repose? That is where the souls of fallen demon lords go. After death, they usually return to their own abyssal realms. But if death finds them again before a year passes, the abyss dumps them in its cemetery. In this stone rift full of fog, the souls of the grand demonic dead turn to some statues and stand for an eternity, slowly becoming threatened with cracks and gradually falling into ruin. It's a kingdom of decline and decay, and a visit there might serve as a good lesson to those who believe in their own might and deem themselves invincible. Everything is clear to me now. I've had a brilliant idea. The stone knife you showed me in Canabres, do you still have it? Can I examine it? I don't have it, or I won't give it to you. Okay, I can't remember what happened to the stone knife. I don't have it. I can't remember what happened to the stone knife. Well, I don't know, but I know that I need to save the game here. And now we need to go back to Shamira. Back to the middle city then. Let's go. Now, I don't think I'm gonna tell her anything about that. Because I don't... The thing is, I haven't met Nocticula yet, right? That's the thing. And I don't really trust Shamira or whatever her name is. Not that I can trust Nocticula or anybody here. I'm surprised I kept Valexia alive. I should have killed her probably. But I don't know. She kinda did what I asked for when she lost the fight, so... I mean... And she didn't attack me first. I did. I attacked first. So I guess that's fair. That I kept her alive, but... Okay, hard them of all... Wait, what was this place called again? Harlem of Ardent Dreams, right? And her name is Shamira the Ardent Dream. Let's save it again here. Okay. You again, have you no friends that you must keep coming here to chat with me? Or perhaps, though I find this extremely hard to believe, you are not completely useless and have something of interest for me? I've completed your task. So speak if you have, but use your mind instead of your flapping lips. Your mind. I know that you have done much to win Shamira's favor, but my heart tells me that helping her would lead to evil. Forgot everything I've told you. We'll find another way to complete our mission. It is wrong to fight evil by increasing the power of another evil. Reject the promise of the Ardent Dream, and we will leave this place before we betray ourselves and our ideas. Think to yourself, Nahidron crystals are the blood of the fallen demons, Lord. I'm just gonna say, I do not serve you and I will not tell you anything. That's right, you don't serve me, you are an outsider, and by Nocticula's will no one can lay a finger on you, but what will stop me? With a bit of effort you manage to force Shamira out of your mind. An angry grimace contorts her face. You can't break me. Oh no, we failed a will check there. I rolled 2. Hold on, champion. Together we'll overpower the magic of this fiend. Fight to the end. Keep trying, it won't work. You'll regret that, you little son of a bitch. You refuse to talk? So be it. I'll rip everything you know out of your mind. Success this time. Shamira's last blow is not strong enough to break you. You force Alushinira's ruler out of your mind, delivering a brutal parting blow. You've lost. Get out of my head. You cretin, get out of my harem now. A buzzing hum rises among the throng of spectators who witness your confrontation. You hear angry curses directed at you, but they ring hollow. For the first time in centuries, Shamira has received a public dressing down. And witnessing it was a true delight for the assembled demons. Alright, well. I'm not sure if that was the right decision, but... There are no right decisions when it comes to negotiating with demons.
You are
And,
most curious, mortal.
oh. Who are you?
I am the one whose attention you have been seeking for so long. I am Nocticula, ruler of the Midnight Isles.
I think I finally have your attention.
Yes, your arrival in Alashanira was quite impressive. Rumors have reached me even here, behind my locked gates and my wall of valiant guards. Rumors of a remarkable Galarian taking my Alashanira by storm.
At least I've learned that I have been pronouncing Alushinira correctly. I'm asking for an
You
audience.
have my permission to enter the palace. Go there and wait. I will arrive when the time is right. Until then, you will be taken care of by one of my servants.
Fine. Also, I'll probably decapitate you when I see you, but we'll see about that. Okay, well, the only thing that is left before talking to Nocticula is arrange a meeting with Nocticula for Ember. We can do that when we talk to Nocticula. Dark Moon Rising, that's the only thing that's left, I believe. And then we'll go and attend the audience in Nocticula's palace. So we need to go back to the abandoned mansion. And it will be probably 20 tries before I can beat Ygefeles or whatever his name is. With his 68 AC on hard difficulty. I mean, sometimes I'm glad I'm not playing this game on unfair. I mean, with these companions, it would be masochistic, right? It would be truly... I mean, fair enough. If you can have 5, I mean 6 characters, custom characters, then yes, but other than that, probably not that pleasant. I mean, I know it's possible, but I've seen some YouTube videos of people playing on unfair with pre-made companions, and I mean, I can see in their eyes that their souls have long escaped their bodies after this experience of trying to finish this game on unfair. Anyway, we're gonna save it here and prepare for the fight. Alright, with all these buffs, something tells me this fight is gonna be much easier. I mean, we're buffed like hell. We are super buffed. Look at these buffs. Alright, let's summon some crap as well, just to be safe. We also have Ember and Nenyo now. I mean, surely Ygefeles can't, or whatever his name is. There is no chance he survives this, right? It's just too much. It's just too much. And these guys? Okay, that's a lot. We have skeletal champions, we have 2 guardian armors, 1 minotaur. I was hoping for 2. We have 2 pets. I mean, surely this is enough. Let's save it again. And we have last start. We have everything. We have everything. Oh yeah, there are 2. Nice. Skip this chat. We've already been through that, so we know what's going on here. I think ideally we would like to put my team. Well, let's just put the pets on the flanks here to stop this the two spawns or whatever they are on the sides. So the pets are on the flanks, and then everybody else is just in the middle. Where is Nanyo? Oh, you need to be here. Alright. There you are. Ygefeles. I think that's how you pronounce it. Blah blah blah. It's gonna do nothing. Continue, continue, continue. I can't believe I have to replay all these cutscenes or these little scenes again, but let's just hope we can kill it now, because I don't want to see all this again. I mean, we are fully buffed. Okay. So, pet number 1, stop these guys. Pet number 2, stop these guys. Sila, attack. Mark of Justice. Seeker, attack. Smite. Ember. Evil Eye. Nenyo. Spam magic missiles. Diren. Spam Bone Shatter. Fluffy? Oh no, Fluffy lost its mind. Okay, it's okay, I've got the pets here. My Bone Shatter. Hit. Oh. Oh bro, you're not having a good day anymore. Oh, you're not having a great time with all the buffs.
Well, that's that, I guess. And I was just getting used to having a grandpa. He's not the type who'll teach you how to fish and fill a pipe, you know, but he's all right. Probably even decent for a demon. Not surprising that Gran remembered him well. But who gives a damn about Grandma? Chief, I mean... Thanks. I don't know why you've treated me so... I'm nothing, you know? Well, look at me and... and you... But it turned out that we're, well... friends? Actually, friends. And you've been there for me. Why are you looking at me? I'm not crying. My voice is like this because my throat's dry. It's dusty in here. That's why my throat's itchy, and my eyes are watering, and my nose is running.
What are you going to do now?
Now? Are you the chief or what? You tell me. You know, I've got a good feeling about our campaign. So far, we've dealt with everything that's been thrown at us together. I'm starting to think the wrong gang was called the Family, you know? I'm with you to the end, Chief. And after the campaign, well, you'll have to live long enough to find out. Let's defeat all the demons and then we'll see.
What will happen to the Moon of the Abyss?
That's that.
He tossed it in the air.
It's nice work.
And then with a blast of magic, lightning shatters it
Another
into a
stone will
shower
look
of
better
tiny
in.
fragments.
I'll keep it so I don't forget the choice I made and why. I'll just get it out, look at it, and remember. Ooh, and then if I live long enough to open my own shop, just a thought, you know, I'll put it in a glass case where everyone can see it and drive themselves sick with jealousy.
Let's get out of here.
Well, so long to the old family nest. It's a pity I can't bring this back to Galarian. Well, not all of it, but there is something we can do. Hey, Chief, let's clean this place out from top to bottom so not even a speck of gold is left behind.
Dark Moon Rising. And he found a secret door immediately. Where is it though? Where is the door? Oh, here. Anything good? Oh. Is that it? That's a bit disappointing. I'm pretty sure we've when we were here before, we already checked all those. Oh, there's another door here. That's better. What's this? There's a trap. Okay. Anything here? So far, nothing too good. Oh, okay, I mean... Save it here. That was super smooth. Way better than what I expected. Anything else in here? Don't think so. What about on this side? No? Wait, there's one more room. Here. Oh shoot. Destruction, fortitude save. Luckily Sekar was the first one to walk in. I think if it was Nanya or Ember, they would die to that immediately. Alright, more loot. Okay, there's a blue shirt. Check it out. This cloth grants the wearer a +10 competence bonus on to trickery and +10 competence bonus to athletic skill checks, as well as +2 bonus to attack rolls for attacks of opportunity. Okay, that is really strong. Much better than what you have here. But then it doesn't really scale with these boots. So I mean, I'll give them to somebody else. Maybe Aru? But yes, that shirt was a pretty good item. Oh, and there's loot there. Was it from Was it what Ygefeles? Was there any drops? I can't see anything here. What am I missing? Well, it's showing me loot. Hepsamira. Okay, maybe it's a bug. Hepsamira was definitely not in this fight. Not really sure. Anyway, let's get out of here now. Okay, so now we need to go and speak to Nocticula. So we shall do that. But I may just change the party slightly, take Aru or Lam with me. Instead of probably replacing Nanyo. Because Amber wants an audience with Nocticula, so I guess I'm taking her with me. Although Nanyo and her CC could be a better choice there. Well, anyway, we're gonna finish it here. And when we're back, I'm gonna have some words with Nocticula.